In this video, I'm going to be covering how to solve the integral of secant cubed x dx. This is actually a biparts question. So we're going to start by splitting this integral into secant x times secant squared x dx. Now we need to find our u and dv. So we're going to use the equation uv minus integral of v du, which is our biparts formula. And we're going to set u equal to secant of x, and dv will be secant squared x. Then in that case, we're going to know that du will just be secant x tangent x, and v will be tangent x. From here, we can plug our values into the biparts formula. So we get secant x tangent x minus the integral of tangent x times secant x tangent x. So now we can multiply the tangents together, and we'll have the integral of secant x times tangent squared x. From here, we can use our trig identities. So we know that the tangent squared x plus 1 is equal to secant squared x. So we can use that to make this integral in terms of only secants. So now we get to secant x times secant squared x minus 1. And multiplying the secants out, we get that this is the integral of secant cubed x minus secant x. The integral of secant x is an integral that you can just have memorized, or I also have a video showing how to derive the integral of secant x. So negative secant x times this negative will be positive ln absolute value of secant x plus tangent x. But we still have this negative integral of secant cubed x, which is the exact same thing as the question that we started with. Now, everything we've done up to now is all equal to the original equation. And what that means is that we can set this entire formula back equal to secant cubed x dx. So we're going to take this entire equation, and we're going to set it equal to the integral of secant cubed x dx. And the reason we're going to do that is so that now we can combine these terms. So let's bring them both to one side. This becomes 2 integral of secant cubed x dx is equal to, now we still have everything that we had over here. And so if we just want to solve for this integral, all we have to do from here is divide by 2. So that ends up being that the integral of secant cubed x dx is secant x tangent x plus ln absolute value of secant x plus tangent x all over 2 plus c. And that is how you find the integral of secant cubed x.